Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed till separation of powers. Today, we are discussing about the fundamental rights. See, the section of fundamental rights has often been referred as the conscience of Indian Constitution. So, what is meant by conscience? Conscience, it is nothing but awareness of right and wrong that you use to guide your action to do right things in the Indian Constitution. So here colonial rule had created a certain suspicion of the state in the minds of nationalists, and here they want to ensure that the set of written rights would guide against the misuse of state power in independent India. So here fundamental rights therefore is used to protect citizens against the arbitrary and absolute exercise of power of the state. So here arbitrary. The meaning of this is when nothing is fixed and instead left to one's judgment or choice. This can be used to refer to rules that are not fixed or decisions that have on basis, etc. So the constitution thus guaranteed the rights of individual against the state as well as other individual rights. So we had mainly the six fundamental rights. What are the six fundamental rights here? Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploration, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. So what is right to equality? Right to equality is nothing but all persons are equal before the law. That is means that all persons shall be equally protected by the law of the country, and they should not have no, even the state, that no citizen can be discrimination against what, against on the basis of their religion, caste, etc. And the state cannot discriminate against anyone on matter of employment. Even in the jobs also, the state should not be discriminate any person. But there are expectation that you will read about later in this book. Now next, right to freedom. It means what? Each and every member of these person, this includes the right to freedom of what? Speech and expressions, that the right to form association. Even the citizen can move freely and reside in any part of the country. According to which fundamental rights? According to the right to freedom. And even they had been practice any professional occupations or business. Okay, according to which right? According to the right to freedom. Next, right against exploration. It means the constitution prohibits what? Human trafficking, forced labor, and employment of the children under 14 years of age. It means until under the 14 years of age, no child must be worked as a labor. According to which right? According to the right against exploration. Now, the next right is right to freedom of religion. According to this right, the religious freedom to provide to all citizens. Every person has the right to practice, profess, and promulgate the right of their own choices. According to which right? According to the right to freedom of religion. Next, our right is cultural and educational right. In this, the states that all minorities, religious or linguistic, can set up their own educational institution in order to preserve and develop their own culture. It means every citizen has right to develop their own culture, in which in the fifth fundamental right, that is cultural and educational right. Now last our right is right to constitutional remedies. In this, each and every citizen allowed to move in the court if they believe that any of their fundamental rights have been violated by the state. So here freely each and every citizen can move into the court. According to which right? According to the right to constitutional remedies. So these are our 6 fundamental rights. Now, moreover, the various minority committees also express the need of the constitution to include rights that would protect their groups. Even the constitution therefore also guarantees the right of minorities against the majority, as Dr. Ambedkar has said about the fundamental rights. They object into two folds. The first objective is every citizen must be in a position to claim those rights. So here each and every citizen can claim his own rights. Next, secondly, they're binding upon every authority that has got the power to make law. Even second one is that they have the opportunity, or they have the power to make their own laws. In addition to fundamental rights, the Constitution also has a second called Directive Principles of State Policies. This was designed by the member of Constituent Assembly to ensure greater social and economic reforms and to serve as guide to the independent Indian State Institute law and policies to reduce the poverty of masses. So here the few points I want to discuss. See, the Constitution of India came into effect in which in the year January 26, 1950. See, the Constitution of India came into effect in January 26, 1950. So here, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was a wise constitutional expert. He had studied the constitution of about 60 countries. Ambedkar is recognized as what? Father of the Constitution of India. So, now, Constitution of India. Who was the chairman of the drafting committee? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. C. And constitutional advisor to the Constituent Assembly, Bengal Narsingh Rao. Here again, the chief draftsman of the Constitutional Assembly and other member of Constituent Assembly friended as Surendranath Mukherjee. So here, how many members have been signatures? 284 members have been signatured in this Constitution of India. So now the Constitution of India is the longest written constitution of any country in the world. It containing what? How many articles? 444 articles. 444 articles. The Indian Constitution of India containing 444 articles, 22 parts, 444 articles, 22 parts and 12 schedules. 12 schedules. And how many amendments? 124 amendments. And how many words on this? 1,46,385 words. So its version in which language? English language. See beta, I am repeating some of these points. See, the Indian Constitution can be framed in 26 January 1950. So here 284 members have been signatured in this Constitution of India. It containing 444 articles, 22 parts, 12 schedules, 124 amendments and words 1,46,385 words. And in which language it has been written? It has been written in a English language. Now, the last point of this is secularism. What is secularism? Secularism, it is nothing but a state is one in which the state does not officially promote any one language, any one religion on a state religion. This is known as secularism. We will read more about this in this next chapter. Thank you.